There are several instances during the course of the series where there were question marks that came up about what we could do and what we couldn't do. But just along the lines of minor things, for example, one against an army. Think about that phrase. That is a title. One against an army? That's ridiculous. Well, you know, think about Thermopylae. Thermopylae was 300 Spartans against an entire Persian army. It is possible. It can happen. And in those circumstances, what does happen?
That was one of the most challenging episodes because everybody was cramped in this tiny little shed, and I had just had a sprained ankle. One of the stuntmen jumped off a box and landed on me. And so everybody was in sort of a strange, hot, and I want to say that we had no desire to sort of get that episode off the ground. I mean, we did, but yeah, it was tough. That was a hard one. I think I wasn't there very often, and Lucy was having this huge fight.
Zena, aren't we going to the armory? Yep. Just got there.
I think that's why it worked so well, because it was grounded in the sense of who these characters were and what they were going through at the time. And if you did it just to do it, that makes no sense. But I think pretty much anybody would agree the resonance of those shows and what people remember is the intimate one-on-one with Zena and Gabrielle.
Zena, about China, I hope you know I never meant to hurt you. I only did what I thought was right.
Gabrielle, that's all in the past. All I want is to be with you right now. You're my best friend. My family. I love you, Gabrielle.
I love you, Zena.
Subtext has been talked about a lot. We certainly pushed that envelope. We didn't back away from pushing it. We had to be very careful with it. Showing the relationship as being that close was certainly something we had to consider very carefully.
They can be very valuable to you. Take me with you. I want so much to be like you.
I want to be like you.
I just remember you were crying. Mind you, I guess in your character you would be pretty upset, but that was pretty hard to watch. You had like your left eye.
I know, but I remember the...
It's always the left eye.
Is it the left one? It is always the same one, though.
Is it the right or left?
Even the boom guy said to me, it's always,
It's always the same
they'd
eye.
take bets on, which eyelids would cry from first.
I accepted the consequences of our life together. That it might one day come to this. It has. I'm not afraid.
I think over the course of the entire run of the show that Gabrielle lost a bit of her ideals. More and more the wall was being chipped away. But I think that her love for Zena was so strong that that's the choice that she made, that she needed to carry on becoming more like the warrior and less like the poet, romantic bard. Maybe it scared her because it was an adventure. And
You always said that I was the brave one. Look at you now. This is to be our destiny. Let's see it out together. Even in death, Gabrielle, I will never leave you.
I think working with you is always easy, because, again, if... I'll say it once, and I'll only say it one time. Working with you was pretty easy. No, but anything like that, any scene that's well-written where it's just about the truth and love of these two characters, forget it. I didn't have a problem.
Yeah. That's right. And good writing always.
Yes.
Is always easy to play.
Things that hold a higher meaning than our own existence.
Not your existence.
Why? Because I'm your friend?
Yes.
Well, then honor my memory. We both know that I'm right. This is right.
Xena is the most formidable warrior in the world, but she has some very, very vulnerable qualities emotionally. She clearly allows as we all do, she allows the circumstances and personalities in her life to dictate, to a certain extent, who she is. She'd like to be stronger than that. One of her great attractions to Gabrielle is that Gabrielle doesn't. Gabrielle seems to be so centered and so who she is. Certainly, extreme stress will push Gabrielle to leave the code that she's chosen to live under. But basically, on an everyday level, Gabrielle really knows who she is, what she wants, what she thinks is good or bad.
I can't fight. Can't be of any help to you, so please. I'm just distracting you.
But you're my source, Gabrielle. When I reach down inside myself and do things that I'm not capable of, it's because of you. Don't you know that by now?
If it's on the page,
Yeah, then
we'll make sure it's on the stage.